So the past week has been a bit interesting for the Smash community, to say the least. We've had some big developments, and I've debated on actually making a video for all three of these topics I want to talk about today. But I decided I'll just choose one week and throw all the topics in one video. So I'm going to keep this a little bit faster than I'd like it to be, but we'll start with the thing I feel like I have the most to say about and I'll probably spend the most time on, and that is Steve banned. So I made a video not too long ago, actually a few months back, it was a little while ago, but I made a video going over, I think we should ban Steve. I've kinda went backwards on that in my opinion. I know I really shouldn't have, but I think I have, and I think Steve should be banned, but at the same time shouldn't be banned. Let me explain. So I don't think he should be banned for a few simple reasons. One, he has a very big player base. A lot of people probably got into competitive Smash through Steve, or a lot of younger kids, which, again, I'm fine with. You know, more people in the community means more players to fight, even if they play a toxic character that gives me migraines. It's still a character that people love and enjoy. I wouldn't want my main to be banned. I understand why they feel this way. But at the same time, I think Steve should be banned for the greater good. I think if we ban this character, there's no way Nintendo doesn't see this and doesn't try and patch this. One more patch, I'm not kidding you, that's really what this game needs. Just one final top off. Nerf all this random shit Steve can do. Just like change him. Bring him down to fucking earth with the rest of the characters in this fucking game. And then remove this stupid MLG shit. Again, I think banning him is the best way to get Nintendo's attention, saying, hey, we want another fucking patch. Even though the Ultimate Team probably doesn't exist anymore. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but like, seriously, just one more patch is what this game needs. And I really think it would benefit from that. Another thing I really want to say about the situation is if you are a Steve player, and let's say, you know, you don't really play any other characters, you only play Steve, don't quit the game. Genuinely, I mean this. Like, if Steve's the only reason you're playing this game, you don't like Smash. You know what I mean? There are over 80 characters in this game. You're gonna find at least one other character you like. Pac-Man's very similar. There's characters that are similar to your main, dude. They might not be perfect, and they probably won't carry you anywhere near as hard as, you know, Steve did. That's one of the hardest carrying characters in the entire game. But like, dude, don't just quit and give up on this game for the simple fact is one character was banned in it. Don't get me wrong, right? I would be upset if they banned my main, but I would just move on and play like Byleth or some other character. Like, I wouldn't be heartbroken. Alright, the next topic I want to talk about is the recent esports shutdown or esports decline, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, no, it's affected the Smash community. I think the biggest way it's affected us is BTS, right? We're losing a lot of big major like companies or like teams that like support majors, big events, whatever. Like BTS was obviously probably the biggest one and probably the most known one. They do Summit every year. They do, or I think they do 2 summits a year actually. But again, they announced that they're kind of going into retirement, if that makes sense, which is really, really unfortunate. Again, you know, the Smash community has been grassroots. It still is grassroots, but it's never been like about the big flashy tournaments, you know what I mean? It's all about the locals. I'm a little upset I'll never get to go to one of these awesome cool events run by these teams, but because again, I just wasn't old enough, right, to go travel to these events, and now that I'm finally getting to the age where I can just go fucking travel, I really can't. There's nothing to travel to, which is really sad. That'll probably stick with me, but again, I don't have too much to say on the situation. We're even seeing like big esports teams dropping Smash players. We saw Tweak and Leo lose their sponsors, and they were sponsored by Tier 1 fucking esports. So you know something bad's up whenever T1 and TSM are dropping teams. Like that's an issue. Like no one drops. You know, no one drops Leo, you know what I mean? Leo leaves on his own terms. That's insane. But again, you know, my heart goes out to all the BTS teams and what other ever teams are getting shut down. And I really hope, you know, like we still have Smash majors. Not only are they enjoyable to watch, but again, I hope to go to these one day. And I always had that illusion in my mind that I would. Even if I'm not winning them, I still just would like to go to them. And finally, we have the thing that probably matters the least in this video, being a, using air quotations here, the official Smash Ultimate tier list. This list was created by a few, or not even a few, a bunch of different top players or pretty good players this game came together and made this list. I would assume it's like they all made their own sort of separate tier list, and then they weighed the averages between all the characters, and that's where they put them, or something along those lines, something like that. I assume that's how this tier list came into be. So, I mean, as I said, there's some things that disagree with this tier list, like Joker being an S+. I don't really think that's true. I think he's more of just an S tier character. Probably similar levels to... I'd honestly just swap Joker and Sonic. You can leave him S+ if you want. I don't think he is. I think Kazuya should be higher, honestly. Definitely above Rob. Fox is really high, but again, he's a really good character. Okay, I don't really want to be super nitpicky with this. I'll just point out the things I think that are like big changes. Like, I think Cloud is ridiculously high. He's a good character, but like, you're not gonna sit there and tell me he's better than Min, maybe Palutena, Pikachu's way too low, dude. I think that character's an S+ at the minimum, but Esam's been inactive, so people don't believe in him. I think Shulk's also really low. I think he should, honestly, him and Cloud should swap places. I think that character's absurd. He should not be an S-, Shulk. He should be way higher. Yoshi's ridiculously high for whatever reason. The character's good, but he's, like, I'd swap Yoshi and Sheik. Like, I think Sheik's ridiculously good, but no one gives him any credit. I think Sephiroth's way too high. I think Sephiroth honestly should be switched with like Byleth maybe. I think Byleth's a better character than Sephiroth. Again, this was composed by like a bunch of top high-level players, Japan included, and Japan thinks ridiculously high of Sephiroth for whatever reason. They've had him in like top 10s and top 5s for some strange reason. But, I mean, he's a good character, but he's definitely not top 10, top 5 material at all. Honestly, mid-tier, I don't really care about. I don't think Ness is a mid-tier character. I don't think Falco's a mid-tier. Honestly, all the S+, or B+, I think should just be in A tier. Honestly, I'm fine with everything in B- being mid-tier. And then I think C tier probably just shouldn't exist. I think they should all be mid tier, and then I think low tier should be low tier. I just don't like how this is formatted, honestly. And then obviously I could be very nitpicky about a lot of placements on this. But again, I don't feel like they all just came together and said like, oh yes, Greninja, A-. I really feel like they all just made their own tier list and then they put the averages together. But I mean, again, that's the last topic I really want to talk about. Again, Steve, you know, if we want to ban him, I think it's for the greater good. All the big tournaments shutting down, I hope the best for everyone who runs them, and I hope we get more in the future. And the official tier list, I disagree with.